got done watching episode 4 of Agatha All Along, and man, I think that this episode was fantastic. Like, from start to finish, I think they gave a really good layout of everything, and then kind of blended it together, right? Like, in these last couple of episodes, we've been getting a lot of hints, a lot of answers, and a lot of questions. And they continued that notion of giving us more answers, more questions, and hinting at more things that are going to be coming in the future of this episode. You know what I mean? Of this season, I'll say. Definitely a lot of us had a lot of questions regarding Agatha and Rio, Agatha and Teen, Agatha and everybody. Like, everyone has a relationship with Agatha, and everyone knows who each other know of each other. And it was really nice to see them have yet another campfire moment, but literally around a campfire this time, and kind of talk about each of their backstories and give us a little bit of a better understanding. And I appreciate you for the rose over there on TikTok. Thank you so much. And giving us a better understanding of what's happening here. You know what I mean? Of what's going on in the realm of basically the MCU. We've been wanting so much more of not this Marvel, but we've been wanting so much of this supernatural vibe, and I think this episode definitely capitalized on the supernatural things that we've already been teased with before, and that has me really excited. I think that they've given quite a bit of hints as to who Rio could be. And I know that there's also been some leaks about who Rio is, but I don't know what those leaks are. I don't believe. Maybe I do know what those leaks are, but maybe I don't. But I have a good idea on who Rio is. Like, I have a very good idea on who she is. I don't think of. Do I know who she is definitively? I don't know. I think I've tried to stay away from all the spoilers that BZ been dropping. I think, but I think I stayed away from all of them. I think I did a pretty good job of staying away from everything. But I also have a pretty good guess as to who Rio is. But I do think it's a major spoiler, but also maybe not a major spoiler because they teased it pretty hard in this episode. Like, I would not be surprised if next week they just flat out let us know that she is, in fact, who we think she is. And I'm going to talk about some of those hints first and foremost before I actually give you that definitive guess of, you know what I mean? Of who I think she is. You know what I'm saying? So, starting at the top, she first just, like, obviously the first one is her saying, "Or did I come up?" I was like, well, all right. So you're saying that you were possibly in hell. Cool, right? I thought she was going to give us a name drop of somebody, possibly, but she did not. And then she also said something. Of course, when her and Agatha are talking, and she's like, "Yo, you get the power and I get the bodies." Okay, quadruple. I'm like, the fuck? What does this mean? Like, what does this mean? I'm like, hold on, bro, ain't no way. And then in last week's episode, we damn near saw a hint at a certain entity from a vision, right? And then in this week's episode, when we hear her say that, of course, and then we see Billy, or Teen, as they've been saying, Teen is sitting there and he's like, and he's about to die. And Rio is looking at Teen and she is literally going crazy. Like, she's just staring at Teen and she's like, "I'm gonna come." And she just really wants bro to die. Like, you can clearly see, like, she is ready for him to die and to drag him to hell, for real, for real. Like, she was getting off on bro dying slowly. And that was wild. Like, she was like, oh, he about to die? Oh, yeah, he's about to die. Oh, my goodness. Look at him. He's dying. And then as soon as Teen was saved, she was like, damn. Like, and it was like, what? And then, of course, we signed it all off with her also talking about, Agatha losing, basically talking about how she lost her son, you know what I mean? And how she had to do something that she really did not want to do, but she had to do it, and how that is her scar. I mean, they're basically laying it all out. You know what I mean? They have put it all out on the table, and it is our time to make a educated guess And I will say now, I believe that Rio is in fact Lady Death. That's all I'm going to say. Because in last week's episode, we definitely saw a hint at Lady Death coming up behind somebody, and then it scared the hell out of her. And then the next thing we know was, boom, now we have Rio coming in. And it just seems very, bro, plants and death go like hand in hand. So for death to be a green witch also, that sounds like it's a huge possibility. Like, that sounds like it's a very huge possibility. That's all I'm going to say. It sounds like it's super possible for that to be what's going on here. I feel like there's no way that it wouldn't be that. I feel like there's no way that it wouldn't be that. And it's crazy to get the mention of Mephisto last week and then immediately turn around and give us Lady Death in the next episode. Like, that is such a crazy Marvel thing to do for sure, right? Like, that is a crazy Marvel thing to do. And why the hell else would she say, you get the power, I get the bodies? Who else wants bodies? Like, Mephisto doesn't care about bodies. He needs the souls more. You know what I'm saying? Like, he needs the souls. Now, that would be crazy. Like, now think about that. Now, that would be crazy. Wanda. Agatha gets the power, Lady Death gets the bodies, and then or I guess just Death. Death gets the bodies, and then Mephisto gets the souls. Now that would be a crazy trifecta, 3 swords, we've been talking about all these other things, man. It just seems very likely. What was it? Mother, Maiden, and Crow or something like that, right? So I mean, I'm saying it just leaves a lot of room for there to, like, I mean, I think that's a really good blend, especially because we know 100% Crone, not Crow, my bad. We know 100% that Mephisto is coming soon. Like, we know that. We know that Mephisto is coming soon. So, bruh, it just seems like we're getting we're getting some really good from one thing to the next thing to the next thing to the next thing, man. And I think that the way that Rio pulled up is 100% a death way to pull up. Like, she pulled up with swagger, she pulled up with sauce, and she pulled up with mad charisma. You feel me? Like, mad charisma. Now, on the other hand, I can feel some people saying, oh, maybe she's Mephisto. Maybe she's Mephisto. I don't think that's a thing. I don't think that's possible because she's not. But, I mean, okay, check this out. She did, in fact, say, no. She did pull up in the fire trial. So that is something to be like, oh, well, she pulled up in the fire trial for the Green Witch Mephisto. Like, you know what I mean? That is a good argument for some people. But I don't think it's enough for me, man. I don't think it's enough for me. I don't think Mephisto cares about dead bodies enough. I feel like he cares about the souls from those dead bodies, though, for sure. And again, I could definitely see Agatha getting the power, Death getting the bodies, and then Mephisto getting the freaking souls, yo. And like, that just seems... like, damn, I think it's just a really good combination of everything, bro. So that's my hope. That's my theory. I think it's a really obvious theory, though. I feel like if I would have come up with this a little bit earlier, I would have been cooking for real. But now I feel like they've straight up, like, put it in our face. Well, pause. But they've straight up spelled it out, like, death. You know what I'm saying? Because she is very, bro. Oh, okay. Sorry. Not moving on, but also she has now confirmed that something that most of us knew, but shit, no wonder I'm so hot. Something that most of us knew, Teen is not in fact Agatha's son. But I love the way that they revealed it, right? And the reason, why would she know that? Because she herself had to reap Nicholas Scratch from Agatha when they were together. Did you see the pain in Agatha's eyes when she looked at Rio and was like, no? And she was like, don't. because it was like, you know, the trauma of what she knew was to come if Billy of Teen was to actually die at that moment. Like, oh my goodness, man. Like, oh my goodness. Like, that is fantastic. That is fantastic, bro. That is fantastic. I just love it, man. I love it. I love it. I love the way that they've spelled it out in a way, but not. Like, it was like, oh, oh, oh. I did think she was not. I didn't think she was. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Damn. So, but look, okay, because we had theories that it was possible that Wiccan, Nicholas Scratch, what the hell, Billy Kaplan. Okay, what I theorized was that Billy Kaplan and Nicholas Scratch were like the same character here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they were the same character. And it was like, his name could be like Nicholas Kaplan or some stupid shit like that, because we know Marvel loves to blend the characters together, right? They love to blend two characters together and make them one. So I would love to see him be, I would have loved to see something like that, because in the comics, Wanda and Agatha are like the reason why the kids are made as well, that are manifested from Mephisto's soul with Nicholas Scratch. You know, it's a lot of shit going on in the comics, but it would have been a nice little kind of lead on from that to see that occur in that way. I just love that, yo. I just love that. Also, song amazing. I really love the song. Chat, let me know if you guys like the song. Let me get a hot or a cold in the chat if you liked this version of the ballad. And I saw someone also mention it in the chat. I can't see where your comment is right now, but I know someone was like, "Yo, it's awesome how they blended the things together, basically. Like, blended the ballad, or the witch's ballad into a protection spell as well, that was also being used by the entire audience and the fan base, because they were also the coven for her. Like, that's a beautiful way to do some great storytelling and to do some great just narrative, world building, everything. Like, that was awesome. I loved all of it. I hope we get a full version of that version of the song. I know some people will listen like to the entirety of like the soundtrack, like they'll release before a show comes out or a movie. I hate doing stuff like that. I want no spoilers as much as possible. I do everything in my power to like weave from spoilers. You know what I mean? Like, they be coming in my way. I be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I be trying to dodge spoilers, man. I don't want nothing spoiled for you, boy. I would like to theorize. I would like to guess about stuff and find out on our own here on the channel with you guys. That's the best way to do it. You know what I'm saying? So, stay away from spoilers. If you guys have seen any spoilers, I am so sorry. I definitely apologize for y'all having to see those spoilers. That sucks. But, it'd be like that sometimes. The song, I love the song. I hope you guys appreciated the song as much as I did. Let's see. What else am I missing from this episode, chat? Did we see a certain color road at the end there? I really wasn't paying attention, to be honest. I didn't see if we did get a colored road. Oh, I didn't know I closed Disney Plus. That's my bad. Disney Plus. But I whatever one is next, because I'm not sure, because it's been following the phases of the moon. I'm not sure how the phases of the moon are exactly connected to, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure how the phases of the moon are connected to the elements necessarily, but I'm here for this. It's been amazing. I love seeing Alice. I love seeing Alice in this episode. I think she did a great job just all the way around. I love the way that they also foreshadowed that claw mark on her shoulder by giving it to the others first. Like, all of that stuff is just a really good. It just works, man. It works. I could not think of what the circle is called. The anti-sea bear circle. That's what it's called. They dropped the anti-sea bear circle on us, and I really like that. That was a nice little touch too. Jennifer Kale. I feel like Jennifer Kale has been a standout in this show a lot. In a way, I really think that all of these characters have been a really good standout. Like, to be completely honest, I feel like every single one of these characters have been a standout in their own right. And I am waiting for OG to get her episode, because she continuously is complaining about the stigma on witches and how bad it is and all of this stuff. You know what I mean? So I really can't wait to see what her trial is, for lack of better words, because the last trial was obviously for Jennifer Kale. This trial was for Alice. The next trial will no doubt be for... I really don't know who the next... I don't know. Chat, who do you guys think the next trial could be for? Because Agatha is obviously going to be the last... If Agatha's not the last trial, Billy is, right? Or Teen is, or whatever. Or their trial is one and the same. That's it. Agatha and Teen's trial are the same trial, right? So what do you guys think is kind of going to be happening around there? George, Jorge? Is that Jorge? I don't think that's George. I appreciate you, man, for the super chat. My guy said, it's genius that she is protected because the ballad is constantly played by the public. Agatha and Rio's chemistry is insanely hidden, and I am hot and bothered. Hey, yo. Hey, I appreciate you for the super chat, man. Hey, and then the chemistry was on a 10 between Rio and Agatha. I'm not gonna lie to your family. The chemistry was at an all-time high. I was not ready for it. They was doing the chemistry was crazy, brother. The chemistry was insane. I really didn't know it was gonna be on fire like that. But it was. The chemistry definitely was on fire. You know what I mean? Like, it definitely was on fire. I love that, bro. That's such a fact. That is such a fact. And I do love how it was very genius that they put that in that way, right? I think that's awesome. And it's something that I think a lot of people have even hinted at over the years of, like, you don't want to listen to that music because it could possibly be a spell or something. And it kind of capitalizes on when people say stuff like that, right? And I love, like, that's a dope thing that they kind of did they mixed together. That's a dope thing that they mixed together in that way. I really did love it, yo. Let's get this out of here. There we go. Bam. And again, thank you for the super chat, my G. I hope you're having a good night tonight. Okay, now let's get into some of the comments. That's kind of my thoughts. Some of my theories and opinions for this episode of Agatha All Along. So let me know how you guys are feeling about it, and let me know if you like it or not. Okay? Alrighty. And big shout outs to my guy Jorge. I believe it's Jorge. You feel me? All right, let's go to the top of the chat and see what y'all was saying through the episode. Or we can start at the bottom and go up. No duty. Yeah, let's start right here. I think that the next trial will be about Lilia. Ooh, okay. I want the next trial to be about Lilia as well. Is she the last one? Wait. Alice, Lilia, Jennifer, Agatha, Teen, and then Rio, right? Is there just 6 of them? Let's look at the thumbnail real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then Rio makes 6. Okay. All right. I was just making sure, right? So I guess Lilia has to be the next one, low key, Terrell. I think you spot on right there, G. I just finished it. I almost cried. Agatha and Rio, Teen almost dying. Alice's mommy issues. Yeah, yo, how you doing, yo? I definitely agree with you. It was a heartfelt, gut-wrenching episode for sure, yo. Make sure you guys drop a like on the stream if you enjoyed that episode, because I definitely did. Rio might not get a trial. That's a very good point. That is a very good point. I need them to kiss him already and stop edging us. Yo, I thought it was about to get sloppy. For real, I ain't gonna lie. Definitely not interrupting, Jorge. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for that. I assume when Agatha sacrificed her son for the Darkhold, Rio took the body because it was her job, and Agatha has resented her since. It ended their relationship and made them enemies. And that is exactly what I was saying earlier as well. Like, I think that's basic. They spelled it out, right? They spelled it out pretty well for us right there. Like, they really did spell it out pretty well for us in this episode, and I love that, yo. I get my bodies. There is your hint. Exactly. That was like one of the many hints. For sure, for sure. Definitely more than a witch. That was sick. This music video lit as hey, no cap. That was definitely a music video. It really was. It was a music video. It was all just vibes too. I love that. Yeah, I saw you guys say vampire mentions, and I think I missed it. I didn't hear anything about a vampire. I didn't hear anything about a vampire chat. I was probably wigging about everything else that was going on. Who said it? Did Agatha say it to Teen? Was it when they were talking? The song is fire. I agree. You cooking, Sensei? Yo, I was cooking. Was I cooking with that? All right, good look. This show is insanely good. The heat coming off of Agatha and Rio is, yeah, it's at an all-time high. I ain't gonna lie. You feel me? It's going crazy. If you saw the leak, you know who she is. If you didn't, you'll be surprised and perfect casting. Nah, I stay away from leaks. I stay away from spoilers. I stay away from all of that stuff because I like to have all of my thoughts, theories, and opinions be just raw and uncut. You feel me? I like to just be able to be like, all right, chat, this is all the information that we have up until this point. As far as I know, as far as you know, we know the same amount. You know what I mean? Well, if you haven't seen spoilers. Okay. I've missed theorizing about Marvel like this, like we did during WandaVision. Yeah, man, I agree. It was amazing during WandaVision. The theorizing was insane. The theorizing was crazy. The creator herself even implies that the nod to Mephisto isn't for nothing and will get explored. We just don't know if it will pay off in Agatha or another show. We know for sure that Mephisto is going to be in Ironheart. Like, we know that for sure. And that has connections to the Hood, who obviously has connections to Mephisto. The Hood also has connections to Agatha. And Mephisto also has connections to Agatha, as well as a whole other stuff. I somehow missed the leaks, and I'm so glad. Figuring it out was fun. Yo, W Nugget. It was hot. Hell, it may be better than the regular version, and I like the version. Not only that, but this version of the song has a tragic backstory when it comes to Alice. That's right, so it did make it a lot more impactful because of the character development that we get along with that. Her finding that moment out, thinking that her mom always was crazy or all these other things or whatever, but in the whole time, her mom was trying to open the witch's road and at the same time was protecting her daughter with a protection spell that people are probably singing right now, like she said. Like, that's beautiful. That is beautiful lore. That is beautiful lore. I love this show. It's like WandaVision, and I think you're saying Lovecraft had a child, and the craft. I don't know what the craft is, but yeah, this show was amazing. It's way better than I thought it was going to be. I've been enjoying myself so much. I love the way that it is the tails to WandaVision's heads. You know what I mean? Like, completely.
If you guys would like to support Marvel Bros, all you gotta do is visit our website at www.marvelbros.com and buy some merch. Represent the superfan.
Or you can join our Patreon to get early access to content, patron-only scoops, giveaways, private Q&As, and those sacred watch parties.
We appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one.
Excelsior.
On today's pop culture news update.
And on today's pop culture news update.
On today's pop culture news update.